Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our weekly online devotional we call Grandfather's Box. This morning, I want to do something a little different with you. I want to take you on a bit of a spiritual journey by reading an excerpt from a book called Imaginative Prayer by Jenny Ostricher and Larry Warner. This is based on Matthew 6, verses 9 to 15. I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath. Sit back in your chair. Close your eyes if you wish, and imagine trying to be there. You spent the night sleeping in the same room as Jesus and the disciples. Now it's early in the morning. The sun isn't up yet. The air is cold, and you turn over to get some more sleep. You pull the covers up around your neck. You feel warm and cozy. As you're about to drift back to sleep, you hear someone get up. This person leaves the room and heads towards the front door. You decide to follow to see what's going on. You now realize you're following Jesus. Is he on his way to meet someone, do a miracle, or have it out with the Pharisees? You don't want to miss out. You grab your sandals, wrap yourself in a blanket, and head towards the door behind him. You walk quickly at first, closing the space between you and Jesus, but not so close that he can see you. You move closer once Jesus begins to do whatever he has planned. You feel your heart racing, not because you're walking so fast, but because you sense he's up to something big. You think about some of his recent miracles, healing the leopard and the blind man and the paralyzed man, bringing a child back to life, multiplying the bread. You and Jesus have been walking down a dirt path, but now he cuts through a meadow and heads towards a hill covered with olive trees. You continue to follow him. When he reaches the bottom of the hill, he begins to climb. There are a great number of trees, and you soon lose sight of him. You enter the trees where you think he might be, but you're unable to find him. So you stop walking and just listen for the crunching of leaves, the breaking of twigs, anything that might indicate where Jesus is, but you hear nothing. You feel disappointed, but decide to keep moving forward. You continue to walk slowly up the hill while trying to be very quiet, hoping you'll hear something that will help you figure out where Jesus is. But again, you hear nothing. You're almost ready to go back when you see something out of the corner of your eye. You move closer and discover it's Jesus, sitting in a clearing among the trees. You hear him talking. You slowly move closer and use the trees to block his view of you. When Jesus stops speaking, there's silence and you freeze. You don't want him to know you're there. You strain to hear the other person's voice, but you still hear nothing. After a long period of silence, you finally hear a voice. But it's just Jesus again. You can't make out his words. Who's he talking to? What is he talking about? You begin to inch closer and closer, moving as quietly as possible. After Jesus finished talking once more, there's another long period of silence. What's going on? You move even closer as you do. And as you do, you step on a branch. Crack. The tiny sound seems to echo through the silent trees and off down the hill. Now Jesus turns towards you. You feel a little embarrassed, but he motions you over. So you walk towards him. Jesus seems happy to see you, happy you're there. As you get to Jesus, you realize there's no one else around. Did the other person run away when you stepped on the branch? Did you mess up one of Jesus' plans? Jesus, seeming to know your thoughts, says, I'm glad you're here. Don't worry. There was no one else around. I was praying. Would you like to pray with me? You nod yes. Jesus smiles. He says, I'll teach you a special prayer. I'll say it first. You repeat after me. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. I love you. Stay safe. God's peace. I'll see you next week.